All right, so this video's titled "The Chopped Men Epidemic," but I saw a man catches his girl cheating on him in Boston. But then I heard he gave big ups to the dude, and that's rare to see. And that's honestly probably one of the realest things that you can do, because if I got a girl and I'm with her, I give her my love and affection, and then she go out and find another dude. Well, as a man, I can't just get mad at the dude because apparently he won. Women nature and men nature is different. If another dude can get your girl, you got to look at her, and then you got to look at yourself. And sometimes fellas, they'll go for a guy that doesn't have as much money as you, maybe is not as intelligent, or maybe not even as handsome, but they got something that you don't. You need to talk to that dude and see how he was able to get your chick and learn from that. And then find somebody else and make sure it don't happen again. Try not to crash out and catch a body over this. Women nature is different, bro. But let's go ahead and check out this video. Examining the chopped man epidemic.
What do you mean, come on? You understand she had my child and killed it with an abortion?
Well,
2 years we're together with a wedding ring? Cheated on me 7 times, here's 8? Let her shake and talk about you. And realize this.
8?
You are the biggest scumbag ever. Cry your eyes out, play a victim, we just caught you caught. Finish sucking his dick, I'll see you later.
Well, hold up. Finish
See you later.
What? I'll see you later?
Finish sucking his dick. You fucking loser. You're so exposed.
Damn.
Dumb fucking bitch.
I'm genuinely unsure.
I'm confused why you
say after hearing this.
Oh my god, we got Modern Warfare 2 gameplay.
Fellas, you catch your woman in the ass.
What year is this?
You're about to give the other dude props?
Bro, you're good. Hey, props up to you.
Yeah, I had to go back and make sure I heard this shit correctly. Wow. And bro said that she's cheated on him 7 times, now
That's
turning
crazy.
to 8. At this point, I don't even know who's the problem. I think you might be the problem. Speaking of someone being the problem, this TikTok girlie says, when the toxic and emotionally unavailable guy ended up treating you like shit, but it was also the most intense physical chemistry you've ever experienced.
Oh, brother.
It feels like nothing will ever compare.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I like at this point it can't be a joke. I honestly remember 2 years ago we used to watch videos like these and I'm like, oh man, they're joking. Look, bro, you can only say the same joke so long before it's like, nah, this shit's legit. And I've seen enough stuff in person as well to be like, oh no, like this is legit. Like I ran into younger women like 22, 23, and yeah, bro, like they are on a different type of wavelength. They are on a different type of timing. And it's mostly due to this shit. I honestly I will always blame the technology. I will blame the influence of the stuff that's around them because they're young. You know, young people, all young people do, including me, of course, is look up to something else. That's all we do as human beings. We are a hierarchy species. We look at something that's greater and say we admire this or we would love to build ourselves around this. And some people take it the other step further and say we just want to be this. They want to take some type of identity. And to see this shit is like, yeah, man, they cooked. They're just cooked. That's
Fellas,
it.
welcome to
The ladies are
modern
cooked.
dating game.
The fellas are cooked.
Have clearly changed
We all
since
cooked.
I've last been in the game. So I figured today was a good opportunity to get a couple examples to show everybody what us men have to choose from. Today's video will focus on the chopped man epidemic. If you're unfamiliar with the chopped
got the
man
chopper gunner.
epidemic, first of all, you might be
You're about to get the
employed.
nuke.
And second of all, you might not spend a lot of time on TikTok, but fear not. I have once
me.
again sacrificed my own brain cells to bring you entertainment here on the
Thank you
Dyfo
for your
YouTube
service.
channel. The phrase chopped man epidemic is a social media trend and part of recent online discourse that refers to a perceived
Crazy how we have AI. Back in the day, you look something up, it'll be a couple Google results, and sometimes the first one ain't even correct.
shortage of attractive or desirable men, particularly in the context of dating. Here's a breakdown of the meaning. In online slang, chopped is a derogatory term used to describe someone or something as unattractive, ugly, or undesirable. This usage gained traction on platforms like TikTok, where only the most intelligent people congregate. Epidemic. While not a literal epidemic in the medical sense, the use of epidemic suggests a widespread and pervasive issue, implying that according to this trend, there's a significant lack of attractive men. The chopped man epidemic. Therefore, the combined phrase signifies a perceived societal problem where many men are considered chopped or unattractive, leading to a shortage of baddies or attractive people. I want everyone to just take a second to realize that there are 30-year-old women that should probably be married and having children by now and growing up and not spending so much time on fucking TikTok out there using terms that are meant for teenagers. The chopped man epidemic trend seemed to have originated from a viral TikTok video where a user claimed that society is experiencing a shortage of attractive men. This sparked considerable debate and controversy online, with some individuals expressing agreement and others criticizing the premise. Well,
yeah, I gotta ask, like, you know, it's not like everybody just became ugly overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, to say it's an epidemic of just unattractive men, I don't know if that's really the case or if people have just raised their standards so high that they consider an average looking man to be unattractive. And if that's the case, if the average looking man is unattractive, that means we're talking people that are fives, people that are sixes. If you're thinking fives and sixes are unattractive and those are like the average, then you're cooked, because there's only so many nines and tens to go around. Not everybody out here is a 10. Not everybody out here is a 9. You got a couple more 8s, right? I feel like when it comes to like the scale, because if you want to look at the scale, we got 5s, of course. That's the average, bro. 5 has to be the average because it's in the middle of the line. So let's say the majority of people are 5s and the majority, let's say, is 60%. 60% of people are 5s and below. And then you got a little bump more, which is the 6 and the 7s. And then the 8s, they shoot up a little bit more with a higher curve. But then you got 9s and 10s that are like barely above that curve. Because when it comes to the scale from 8 to 10, like an 8 is up here, a 9 is up here, and a 10 is up here. That, like, it's not linear. Even though the numbers are linear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's linear. But the actual curve of attractiveness is not linear. There are more people out here that are 8s that are attractive than there are people that are 9s and 10s. But 9s and 10s are considered more attractive. So I'm just using mathematics, would say people assume maybe because there's more of 8s, that 8s would be considered 6s and 7s. And then 9s would be considered 8s and 10s are considered 9s and 10s. But as you can see, like, that mathematical equation just means everything's fucked up. Let's continue.
Fellas, let's get ready for a whole lot of mid to woman-splain to us exactly what the chopped man epidemic is all about.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic, and there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that. But I was like, oh my god, a cute guy?
He obviously drove
PM,
away.
It's 7:17 and I'm still like, oh my god. And I feel like this is gonna empower me through my evening. Like, wow.
Bro, 6:50 to 7:15 is not that big of a time gap, even though I understand time is not linear and time is also subjective. Bro, that's not that big gap in time. You're probably going to forget about homeboy by 9 p.m. at this rate.
I actually saw an attractive man today. Like, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
I need to see this guy. Okay.
But tell me it doesn't seem as if she just happened to have maybe an average male experience. Few
For sure.
interactions with the opposite sex. The
Yeah,
ones
that's
that
crazy.
you do have are probably short-lived, or with ones that you're not interested in. Then you finally see one who looks kind of good and they actually acknowledge your presence, only for them to drive off and never be seen again. Sounds like the average male experience, right, guys? Now, this insufferable video exploded online. It made a huge splash. It was reposted all over TikTok, Twitter. Lots of commentary, lots of debate
with the new tube.
Obviously, as you might imagine, most of the initial reaction was guys commenting on her look, saying, "Who is this 5 out of 10 to tell us anything about chopped man epidemic?
Damn.
Exactly how good looking do you think you are?" Some called it rage bait. Some fired off their angry incel.
I wouldn't doubt at this point in time it's like more of a CIA op to have just people get upset and divided over the most dumbest shit. Right? There shouldn't be a lot of people going at this girl neck because she just said, man, there's an ugly man epidemic. She didn't show no pictures of nobody. And she just said there was a story that she saw a cute guy. She didn't show no videos of the dude, no pictures of the dude. So you can't even compare yourself to the guy that she said she saw. Like, for all we know, that shit's just made up. And then people are getting upset online. And then they call her ugly. Like, I would not doubt it's a psyop at all.
See list comments? But after some time of this video going around, we actually got a follow-up video to it. And notice in the follow-up...
Bro, Call of Duty gameplay on commentary back in the day.
As a scientist studying the chopped man epidemic, I'm here to give you guys some tips on...
It's a psyop. It's a fucking psyop, bro. This is not real. This is all made up. You guys need to stop listening to this rage bait bullshit. It is not... This is... She came back with makeup on, said she's a scientist talking about fucking bullshit from the internet. And you guys are taking it seriously. You guys are falling for the trap. This is not real.
On how to slow the spread.
This is cap.
And recently,
get off the internet.
I'm in fact a chopped man, part of the chopped man epidemic. So thank you very much for the diagnosis in my comments. And today,
the diagnosis is crazy.
These tips to myself to show you how we can decrease the number of cases and slow the spread. Here we are.
Bro, she says she's gonna fix the chopped epidemic.
Our chopped man patient, and as you can see, he's
not
looking too great. One main symptom of this epidemic is putting no effort into style. It's 2025, you cannot be wearing free t-shirts and basketball shorts anymore. No. Let's find an outfit that fits and shows off a bit of your personality.
Let's hear
it. The chopped man has changed. And wow, see how putting on a simple, flattering outfit has elevated his look? In addition...
Bro, oh my gosh. Yes, wearing clothing that increases your sex appeal increases your sex appeal. Oh my gosh.
Into bad outfits, another symptom of the chopped man epidemic is unkept hair. So this chopped man is taking down his hair and brushing it out to make sure it's flattering for his face shape. Simply spending a couple minutes on your hair every morning can really fight this epidemic.
She's funny.
An often overlooked symptom of the chopped man epidemic is bad posture, often caused by too much time on the internet. You want to roll your shoulders back, tuck your pelvis under.
Okay. She's either funny, CIA, or both.
And stand up straight. Don't slouch, and you'll look 10 times more confident.
Absolutely.
Lastly, the chopped man is
head up,
bringing
chest
some
out.
accessories to finalize his fight against this epidemic. The chopped man epidemic isn't unstoppable. All we need is a little bit of effort into our appearances, and we can slow the spread.
Yeah, put on shades, dog.
Here's another funny meme going around. Men say, I make 6 figures, and the 6 figures ends up being 103 grand. Where
That's 6
is
figures.
Exactly the punchline of this? I get it, right? It's supposed
That's 6
to be
figures, bro.
Guys think they're hot shit because they say they make 6 figures, but it's barely over. But last I checked, this was still
That's a lot of money.
$100,000 salary, which, bitch, you don't have, probably. I would imagine.
They don't need it.
The way shit.
Ladies don't need it, bro. Ladies don't need it. Bro, you give a lady money, it makes no difference, bro. Is she hot or not?
It is nowadays. It might be a little bit harder to live that same type of life.
Getting hit with the noob tubes again.
But don't come over here making like, what do you want now? We got to make $200,000.
Well, in this economy,
attractive. Please.
UAV online.
Hoflation is so real.
Got him in the ass.
Never thought I'd see a day where a woman was bitching about $100,000 salary. That's actually crazy.
UAV
this video
online.
is for straight men and straight men only.
Okay, this person's trans.
But how in the world could you not like me? Yes, I'm a trans woman. I'm a doll. Like, what is so different about dating me than a cis woman?
The big difference, and I don't have a problem with trans people at all. I'm in the Philippines. There's trans people everywhere. I was in Thailand. There's trans people everywhere. The difference is, of course, one, social stigma. There's a social stigma for guys dating trans people. Even though people are LGBT, blase, That's still a minority versus the majority of people. 2, a lot of people, even if they are attracted to trans people, trans women, trans men, they still wouldn't want to face that reality for themselves. So like you could like a trans woman, but if you get a gay guy, it's like, nah, I don't like, nah, I'm straight. Nah, I don't like gay dudes. Nah, I'm straight. But trans women, it's like they do mental gymnastics. Bro, if you gay, you gay. If you bi, you bi. It just is what it is. But a lot of people cannot face that reality for themselves. They're in the closet. Just like a lot of gay people in general were in the closet nowadays. I think gay people, they could probably leave the closet more easily, especially compared to like 15, 20 years ago, especially like 30, 40 years ago. But there are still people that are in that closet when it comes to their attraction to trans people. So that's 2. The third one, some people just aren't attracted to trans women. And that's just a fact. It don't matter how you look.
That she can.
Fellas, I'm gonna say this really,
maybe even more,
really quietly. When comparing her, him, them, they, them to the Chopped Man,
that's not even the same thing. You can't even compare.
I ain't gonna say it.
That video that girl made talking about the Chopped Man epidemic was very clearly rage bait. Most people who have a brain
Psy Op.
can see that. And obviously her comment section is full of hate from men, and the first thing that they're doing is attacking her physical appearance. And I've noticed a pattern where most of the hate directed towards women is directed at our physical appearance. It's in general, whether we make a rage bait video or not, the first thing that men like to attack is the way that we look. And I think a huge reason for that is obviously times have changed. Women were not allowed to open their own bank accounts until like the 60s and the 70s, so now we're pretty independent. We can survive without men. Obviously, insane beauty standards are still an issue, and there's tons.
See, this is the thing, man. A lot of people rely on society. A lot of people are just too in deep in society. Like you cannot survive without men. You can live without men, but when we talk about survival and living, these are different things, even though they can be considered very similar, right? Everything is fine now. We got electricity, we got water, we got the grocery store. If the power grid goes down more than 1 week, bro, people start losing their fucking minds. And if you're just a lady on the street and some dude's been out here, he can't do, he's struggling, okay? You're probably not gonna survive the encounter. And I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but I gotta make it clear, like, society ain't shit. Society isn't real. Like, we have society so we don't kill each other. But for people that have the ability to kill other human beings, society doesn't, society is just a thing. It's just a concept, just like time. Time is a concept. This is something we created so we can live in each other's lives. And society is the same thing. Society is something made up. There's nothing legitimately stopping you from walking up to somebody and slapping them in the face, besides other people that are in the society to say, no, that is not a good thing. We shouldn't have that. And I'm not saying we should destroy society or anything like that. I think survival of the fittest, bro, survival of the fittest is some harsh shit, okay? That's where you get like Genghis Khan. Okay, this is when you start getting people that legitimately have the ability to manipulate anybody to do whatever it is that they want them to do. And those are some dangerous, ruthless individuals. And that's like, society barely even stops them because cults are a thing. Don't confuse being able to live without men versus surviving without men. These are different things.
Tons of women who feel extremely insecure, but outside of that, we don't need to be beautiful anymore. And there's like a movement going around on social media where we're kind of reversing the roles, and we're like, oh, let's increase our standards for men. They should be hot. And although some incel is going to try and argue with me, it is just proven to be true that women have romanticized things like medium ugly, dad bods. It is just fact that women have been more accepting of men who do not fit the beauty standard. And for years and years and years,
there is no beauty standard.
Taught us that women are nothing if they're not beautiful. So the second that
and unfortunately that's
makes
true.
A video,
I don't agree with it personally, but it's
like,
true.
Oh, like men are so ugly. They're instantly hurt, instantly mad, and
for sure.
They do not realize like you guys have been doing this to us for years. And I think what makes the men even more angry is that these comments don't affect us anymore because they've been doing it for so long that most of us are pretty desensitized to it. Because at this point, if you call women ugly, they're probably like, oh no, I
Hey, just do what guys do. Oh, I'm ugly. Hey, I got money though. So the ladies are doing the same thing. Oh, I'm ugly. I got money though. And if you're an older woman with money, hey, a young dude come around like that.
I'm probably more educated.
like that.
Friends and hobbies. So like, am I supposed to be hurt? So I just find this really interesting. And what's even funnier and more entertaining is that the men in her comments represent like a very certain subgroup of men. Like the men in my life,
For sure.
They agree with her. They think it's funny. And this isn't any hate towards any men who act like this and argue with bots under random women's comment sections. But I just highly suggest to you to spend a little bit of time offline, reading some books, going outside.
Yeah.
You will find a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Change your mindset.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, she's really helping them. And the crazy part is the trolls and the idiots. They won't listen and they'll stay trolls and idiots. And this is absolutely true. It's okay for people to raise the standard. That's bro. As society has progressed, people have raised the standard. Okay, back in the day, if you lived in a place for $600, bro, it don't really matter. It was $600. Nowadays, people want to live in a place with $600, and they also want to have a balcony. They also want to have the best Wi-Fi. They want to have the availability to have food be delivered to them, no problem. Like, bro, yes, as society progresses, standards have increased. But standards increasing means people have to commit to themselves, but people don't want to commit to themselves because it's hard work. People rather be comfortable than work hard to have a more conscious living. They don't want to live consciously. They just want to have shit handed to them. They just want to have stuff given to them. And that's, of course, part of society, social media, instant gratification. How many times have people literally sat in their life and said, yeah, I don't like the way my life is, but then they go ahead and continue to scroll on some shit without improving themselves. And surprise, you don't do anything to improve your life does not improve. And then when society raises its standards, you're eventually going to be kicked out. And of course, it does suck for people that legitimately cannot increase like their beauty standard. For people that are like physically handicapped. Right? I'm sure there's some physically handicapped people. I've seen physically handicapped people be in the gym. So it's not every physically handicapped person or mentally handicapped person. But again, unfortunately, as the way society has progressed, there are going to be people that get kicked to the side. And these people that get kicked to the side, as long as they have an internet and a keyboard, they're going to express their vitriol through malice. They're going to be upset. They're going to go after people. They're going to call people names, because they cannot handle the fact that they, in fact, are losers. Yes, brother, if you are upset because these women have said you should get better, you should go to the gym, you should put on better clothing, blase, like, even when old girl put on a better clothing, I'm glad she only put on a dress and she didn't put on like some Louis Vuitton or some Gucci, because that would have been some real bullshit. All she did was put on a pink dress. Okay, if you wear something that makes you look flattering, you're winning. Fellas, go ahead, do some push-ups, and start putting on tighter shirts. Like me, I probably don't look amazing right now. I take this shirt off, I look better, right? Same thing for some women. They don't look amazing in the shirt. They take the shirt off. Oh my gosh, they look better, right? It's societal standards. It's bullshit. But again, we live in that type of society. So what do? You either play ball or you don't. You don't play ball, the game is going to play without you. Again, I make so many videos, how to make yourself better, how to make your life better, what you need to do. If it doesn't fulfill you, let it move on. I make videos like this, yapping, but at least when I'm yapping, I'm teaching some shit. You start writing this stuff down, you start reflecting, you start meditating, you start growing, you start becoming better. Next thing you know, ladies are knocking at your door. Depending on, of course, many different factors, including like where you live. Because you could be legitimately a 8, a 9, or a 10. But if you live in a place that doesn't value that, well, then it doesn't matter. You're going to be a 9 and you're going to feel like a 4. Okay, so it also depends on where you live. It's not just looks maxing. It's beyond looks maxing. You can look max all you want. There's more that goes into it. It could also be the bank account. You can have a fat ass bank account, but if you live in a place like Silicon Valley where there's other people with millions and billions, your 100K ain't gonna look like shit. But if you live somewhere where 100K can be actually appreciated and valued, and this could still be in the United States, it could be in, let's say, Minnesota. Let's say that you in Minnesota, you got 100K. I'm pretty sure you're more valued than if you lived in LA. Let's continue the video.
I'm not attacking you. I empathize with you. Just get well soon.
Who gives a fuck?
Get
if
well
it was
soon.
Rage bait? You know, this is the internet. We're here to have fun. Like, you think we can't see that some people just post shit to get attention? Whatever happened to just letting people have fun and having discourse on the internet, right? We're not hurting anybody. Fuck you.
Yeah, you are. You actually are. Dyfo, you actually are, bro. Like you're actively contributing to the shit you're making videos about, and you're doing it in a negative cycle. Like, you saying that is gonna be in a negative cycle, because a lot of people don't realize words have power, right? Words have a lot of power. They could slay you, or they can make you the most strong, like the most godly person on this planet. And like, yeah, you want to just have fun, blah, 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 but you're contributing to a negative cycle until the point where you're no longer going to be having fun. Your life is going to actively suck. The environment you're around is actively going to progressively get worse over and over and over again. And you lack the attention. You lack the awareness to see it, because awareness isn't intelligence. So I'm not saying Dyfo. I'm not saying Dyfo is stupid. I'm not saying he's unintelligent. I'm not saying that at all. But it's about awareness. It's beyond intelligence, bro. Like, and awareness is something that you just get through experience, right? I've had the luxury to travel the world and do a bunch of crazy shit before I even turned 30. So awareness just comes in stages, which is why I always say, man, just start meditating, because anybody can meditate. And whenever you start actually meditating, bro, your awareness will legitimately just go up naturally. And then that'll lead you to doing more stuff that increases your awareness naturally. I'm not saying you have to go out on a pilgrimage, okay? That's just something I decided to do. But anybody could legitimately start increasing their awareness. And when you start increasing your awareness, you will realize, yes, just saying stupid shit online has negative consequences, because everything we do affects reality. Everything we do affects somebody else. And that person in turn will affect somebody that you probably don't have any contact with. But you having the ability to make this video, have 88,000 people hear you say, oh man, we just want to have fun online. We can say whatever the fuck we want. No problems, right? Yeah, we're not dumb. We can understand some people are bots. Yes, you, Dyfo, the leader of your 203,000 subscriber empire, you have the awareness to understand that. You can verbalize that. There's going to be little Timmy and little Johnny watching your video that don't have that awareness or have that ability to think for themselves. They're not going to understand that. They're just going to hear what you said, say, fuck you, blase, blase. And they're going to, on your behalf, contribute to more negativity in the society we live in. And again, I really don't. Bro, I fight. I have guns. I have knives. I have the ability to defend myself and defend the people that I love. For me, it doesn't matter. For other people, which is the people that society was made for, right? The elderly, the young, the people that cannot defend themselves, that is the purpose of the society, to keep everybody that is able and willing to work for the dollar and have the almighty billionaire, keep everybody else in control. But when society breaks, and of course their control breaks, control is an evil means to a necessary end, or maybe not necessary, depending on how you look at it. Because we have these two things in life. We have control and we have freedom. When you have control, you have society, you have people working together, working congruently for whatever goal. And if there is no goal, then there's a goal that's made for you, even if you're not aware of it. And then you have freedom. And absolute freedom means everybody can do whatever they want whenever they want to. That being said, hey, I love freedom. If everybody was able to do whatever they want whenever they wanted to, there would be chaos. Why would there be chaos? Because people would have the freedom to do whatever they want whenever they wanted to whoever they wanted to, and nobody would stop them or could stop them unless somebody else had the balls to stop them, which is why there would be chaos. There would be infighting. There would be outward fighting. There would be constant anarchy because of freedom. So control, you have people that control you. Even though society is going well, there's somebody that is taking your sweat, your blood, your time, making profit from it, making their lives easier, systematically making your life worse. Or you have freedom, which is amazing. It's amazing to have freedom, to have the ability to do whatever, whenever. But there are, of course, bad apples that will go ahead and take that and say, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to make you do what I want. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, there has to be a balance within the society and the system. And if you're inside the matrix, well, you're probably not thinking about it. You don't have the awareness. I've been out of the matrix for a long ass fucking time. So that is why I'm sitting here to verbalize with you absolute freedom, absolute control, Both of these things are bad. There needs to be a middle ground. How do you find the middle ground? Through discussion. But if you are not educating yourself, you cannot really contribute to the discussion unless you're contributing negatively. And if you're negatively contributing to the discussion, you are systematically going to screw over yourself because you do not have the foresight to say, oh, wow, wait, somebody's actually giving me good advice. Well, I'm not going to listen because I just want to have fun. Again, freedom. You want complete freedom. You want to have the ability to do and say whatever you want. Hey, man, I respect it. But also understand words have power, and especially if you have 88,000 people that saw your video, a lot of those 88,000 may think, hey, I should listen to this guy because he has the subscriber base. You have like these social approval off your Call of Duty gameplay and your commentary. And I get it. Some of the things these people are saying, like when she said this stuff, again, I think it was bullshit, a psyop or a joke, whatever. It wasn't something to be taken seriously. We could all see, even she said, the other girl, she's like, yeah, don't take it seriously. There's a reason why we have to say that, because some people are taking it seriously. There is an actual legitimate conversation to be had, and to just say, fuck you, I just want to have fun. We need to have fun online. That's the whole purpose online, to just have fun. You're ignorant. You're ignorant to the world that you live in. You don't understand the world you live in. You don't have the awareness. And to say you're ignorant doesn't mean you're dumb. You're not an idiot because you're ignorant. Ignorance, the definition of ignorance is not knowing something. That's it. You just don't know, and that's okay. We don't know everything. I don't know everything. Nobody on this planet knows everything. There are people that control everything, but even their control, they don't fully grasp or understand everything that they do. They're just moving with their own individual purpose, and that may, in turn, fuck over a lot of people. So what do we do? How do we fix that? Well, we need to have communication. We need to actually solve the issues that are presented in front of us. How do you do that? By educating yourself. But I just want to have fun. I just want to blah, 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 blah. Okay, you individually want to do this. Your individuality is important to you. Sure, totally fine. We all have ego. We all have the ability to say what we want for ourselves. But we live in a society. The point of the society is to keep everybody safe. How do you keep everybody safe if everybody wants to be individuals? You cannot have multiple individuals within the society, or else the society structure will collapse. But you kind of need that, because if you have absolute control, well, then that's when everybody turns into robots and the puppets, right? Again, there's a balance. So in the long run, because it's full circle, life is a circle, everything is a circle, pattern recognition. Dyfo, I say continue to do what you're doing. Continue to say what you're saying, but also purposefully move in a way to gain more awareness. So whenever you say what you say, you articulate it properly enough where some people don't just hear what you say and then just start causing chaos without any control. If you're gonna cause chaos, have controlled chaos. That is how you win the game. All right, let's continue the video.
Also, people are talking about her appearance. Well, look at the subject matter of the video. I mean, what do you expect? Her entire video is about how there's ugly men out there. What else would you ever expect the response to such a video be? You dumbass. Also, just a helpful observation. The men in your life don't agree with her. They're just trying to smash. Hope this helps.
Do not date ugly men.
Oh my god, bro. Does someone have a fucking volume button?
Don't say you only look at guys' personality over looks, because, girl, no matter how ugly and how good looking they are, they will equally traumatize you. Piss me off when I see girls, like gorgeous successful girls.
She's a grifter.
Dating some kind of ugly looking man that looks like a rat, and
Damn.
they still cheat on you. They're still going to cheat on you. And they're still going to find ways to hurt you in the most hurtful way.
This is somebody that's been hurt. This is somebody that's been cheated on by a good-looking guy and been cheated on by an ugly guy. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some niggas ain't shit, and that's just how it is. You gotta figure out the ones that are shit versus the ones that aren't shit. And sometimes the ones that are shit, they used to not be shit.
So I think we should all date guys like Chalonu. Go for looks. Don't settle for less. Because at least when you break up with them, you can go to your photo album when your friends ask you, oh, can I see a picture of you and your ex? You can proudly show it to them and be like, this was me and him. And they'll be like, oh, girl, he was hot. You don't want the reaction where it's like,
it's a social
you
game.
dated him? If he doesn't look like
It's a
Chowdo,
social game at the end
then
of
we
the
don't
day.
want him. Okay.
You just know a
Look like
chick
who?
like this loves getting into toxic situationships with dudes she met on Tinder. Got it written all over her.
Possibly.
The attitude, the looks, the talking to your fucking phone while eating food.
I'm gonna say what everyone is thinking.
Oh my God.
Only ugly men are on the dating apps. Tell me what happens when you log onto Hinge. Who's liking you? Are you mortified?
See, this is interesting. This is interesting, man. This is an interesting conversation because why is your ass on the dating app? Why are you on the dating app? If it's only ugly guys on the dating app, why are you on the dating app? Hey, 1 + 1 is 2, bro.
Am I right?
Oh,
No.
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 On Hinge. You think you got
Oh,
that?
brother.
Promise. We've seen
Hey, there's some
horrors
baddies on Hinge,
that we
bro.
wouldn't wish on our worst enemies. Also, when she said, I'm going to say what everyone is thinking, that's not what I was thinking. I was hoping
That's
she was
just
going
your
to talk
thoughts,
about
bro.
how everyone should just go back to playing Modern Warfare 2019 Search and Destroy. That
Huh?
was what I was under the impression everyone's been thinking for a while. First dates
Bro,
is
talking about playing
actually
Search.
insane. Bro, I don't think I know a single dude who's been on over 50 first dates, right? Even my friends who have been the most successful with women, I don't think
50
anybody's been on
first dates?
50.
So dating
first
50?
dates. I can't even imagine
Dating
her
50
fucking
people?
body count, dog. Truly, I can't imagine it. What the fuck is the mileage on this thing? I mean, imagine going
Probably
on
high.
50 first dates and just saying like, oh, none of these dudes are good enough. Damn, girl, you're 30 years old. And I'm not even trying to pick. She's not that great looking. Pretty average chick if you go walk around in the city where she's at. I think one of the worst ironies of this is when people say like, oh, men have given up on dating nowadays. That's because they can't even really get on a date, most of them, right? I feel like most guys just don't even make it that far. Imagine coming at this from the opposite angle. I've been on so many dates that I'm now just bored. Bro, they wouldn't last a single minute as a dude, I swear. I know,
Bro,
dude.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been in this. I've been suffering from success. Like, yes, bro. I would get so many dates that I would be like, you know what? We're gonna go here because that's the place I want to go, and I don't want to do it by myself. Like, specifically, like, oh, I want to go see this movie. Hey, you want to go see this movie? Sure, let's make it a date. But it's like, yeah, sure, I'm on a date. But if the date don't work, at least I got to go see something that I wanted to see. So yeah, you eventually start having to play that type of game if you are in that type of position. But I will also say, hey, if you've been on 50 first dates and none of them worked out, the common denominator is still you. At the end of the day, it is still you. So maybe look in the mirror. Just saying.
Dudes that ain't talked to a chick in months. I know dudes that haven't
Damn.
been laid in fucking years, dude.
Years.
And we all know that no women are ever truly single.
No fap?
Like when they're all on TikTok talking about how in their single girl era, they're not
Single girl
actually
era.
single. They're fucking
They're
somebody, right?
yeah,
just
they're
choosing
single.
not to
They're just
commit to
fucking.
them, but they're
Yeah.
not going with no interaction with the opposite sex at all. You know,
For
the
sure.
DMs are flooded with just every
Request.
girl, dude, every girl. It doesn't matter what she looks like. Every girl's got at least a handful of orbiters on the Instagram or on the Snap. I don't care what you say. You
for
can
sure.
lie about it
Yes.
all you want.
No, there's
We
no
know what's
lies.
going on.
That's true. Yes.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look,
anger.
At the hives, I just
evil
got
eye.
literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like
She's crazy.
Shut the fuck up!
Nah, bro. Oh my God, she's a troll or she's crazy or
Well,
both.
fellas, there you
I don't
have
know.
it. The chopped man epidemic.
This is
and
an amazing video.
perpetrators of the movement right there. These are the women calling you an incel on the internet. They're all single. And they all have something in common. They all seem to have nobody that will actually commit to them.
Bro,
and
lost with the
instead
striker. That's
probably
crazy.
love getting caught up with dudes that treat them like shit. Because that's what hoes on TikTok like. And that's totally fine, right? We don't have to be afraid to admit that. Anyway, chopped
It's part of
men,
life.
let me
It's
know your
part of the
thoughts
society
down in the
now.
comments. Tell me how chopped you are. And
Tell me
please
how
let
chopped
me
you
know,
are.
why would you find any of these women so undesirable? Please. I'm curious to know. I have no idea. So I'll leave it to you guys down in the comments. I'm sure the fellas will have oh so much to say about all this, and I look forward to reading your responses as always. If you guys enjoyed the video or were absolutely horrified by it, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you could be a part of the buzz.
Facts.
Every single time a new video
Hey,
goes
subscribe,
live.
hit the
Special
notification
thanks to my
bell.
channel members, as always,
Shout out to the
for your
members,
extra
the
support.
fellas.
You guys are the true
45
MVPs.
months.
I
Shout
cannot
out to
be
the
doing this
fellas.
without you.
52
Check out the
months.
Psy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter,
Buy the merch.
Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description. And I will see you dudes in the next video.
Peace.
Love you. Bye. Stay safe, fellas. For
Love
real.
you. Alright. Cool video. Cool video. Again, we're all contributing to the society. We're all contributing to the conversation, the social stigma, the social relationship between men, women, dynamics, socials, politics. Like, everything is connected, bro. Like, a lot of people don't have the awareness. They just sit and they focus on their one point in their own perspective, that one track mind. But bro, everything is connected. Like, I watched this video, I have my commentary. You watch this video, you have your own commentary. You leave a comment or make your own video, like, it's a pattern, bro. Like, everything is going as planned. Everything is going as it should be, right? So I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, Dyfo, you definitely need to change what you're saying, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Look, I just know, and I have the awareness that, hey, there's somebody watching this video that's going to hear what he says. They don't really articulate it or understand the message. They're just going to go fuck around and something crazy is going to happen. I just don't like seeing that part, but I'm not saying it's necessarily, hey, Dyfo, you got to change your shit. Like, sure, get more awareness and then say whatever you got to say. And then whatever it is that you're going to say in that standpoint that you're going to say it in, hey, bro, at least it'll be able to be understood more, because everything that we say, everything is taken at a different perspective. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you say it. It is going to be taken from a different perspective. But the goal, at least my perspective of the goal, would to be saying whatever you're saying, say it so people have the ability to understand it and resonate with what you're saying to the best of their abilities, which is difficult when you start saying, hey, shut the fuck up, we're just trying to have fun online. Because fun is very subjective, bro. Some people think playing Fortnite is fun. Other people think crashing out, stealing people's cars, shooting people in O Block is fun. And it just is what it is, right? So for sure, there's degrees and there's levels to it. And if you want to say just like strictly online, I would just say in general, contributing to hate online is just maybe not good for the society, right? Like, and again, if you guys care about society so much, like, you should probably try and fix it, try and heal it to the best of your ability. We all have some type of power. We all have some type of influence, some type of frequency, and we all are one. We are all part of the source that is God. And I'm not here to be religious or be preachy. Just understand that everything is connected in some way. And unless you open up your eyes to that on your own, me saying it ain't gonna make no sense. But that's when I encourage you guys to take a step in your own individual spiritual journey. There is only one way for you to understand and articulate what I am saying, and that is through your own personal experience in life. And it's easier to get that experience when you go outside versus just staying online in these apps that are designed to hold your attention, which is why I said earlier, oh girl, it might have been she might have been a Psy Op. This might be a plant from the CIA. And CIA has done a bunch of crazy shit just in history in general, right? It's funny to be like, yeah, it's CIA, but it actually might be CIA, and CIA is evil as fuck, okay? So I would say this girl, she's either funny or an op, whatever. You know, it is what it is. This girl, she definitely got the book smarts, but when it comes to like the street smarts, it may be lacking. She probably hasn't been able to actually go out and experience a lot of the stuff that she is preaching, which is totally fine. Like, it just seems like a young Asian intelligent woman online, but books would only get you so far. And then this girl, and you know why I say that? Because this girl, no, not there. She's a wacko. This girl, she might not have the books like this girl, but she's definitely been through the streets. She's definitely been through the ringer. The stuff that she is talking about, an ugly guy breaking your heart or a handsome guy breaking your heart, at least the handsome guy will get you more social validation. She is a street person. She understands the social games that we play because we all play social games, period. That is just how we work as a species, or as human beings, as anthropology. That is how we work. She knows what's up, even though she ain't got the books behind it. She knows what's up. So if this girl can turn into this girl, and this girl can turn into this girl, eventually they will turn into this girl. It's your boy KhunShawn, man. No, this girl, she's crazy, dog. She's crazy. Anyways, but she might be the most woke out of all of us because she's fucking insane, but she has the evil eye, so she knows what's up. Anyways, it's your boy, man. Definitely an amazing video. I'm glad I got to contribute to the conversation. I'm going to end the video here, man. Think about becoming a member. I'd appreciate that a lot. I love making these types of videos, talking about the society, talking about life. Bro, I traveled around the world, studied so much shit, went into psychology, spirituality, went to Nepal, went to Japan, bro, in the Philippines now. Like, bro, your boy has done a whole bunch of shit. The least you could do is hit the like button. That's all I got to say, man. It's your boy. We'll make more videos on this stuff because it needs to be made. At this point, it needs to be talked about. This isn't something we should just laugh at and move on. We should laugh at it while breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you guys for watching again. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll be making more videos like this soon. Peace.